Welcome to the Father
and Son
Talk Show. Right, another week, another pay-per-view gone by. So before we start, we are going to award the pay-per-view championship belt. So, which way did it go? Which way did it go? Was it Jack's? Or did it return to me still? It was me. 5-5 on the predictions, so the belt retains to me, the holder. So close, but yet it's still mine. It was a close one. It was a close one. I honestly thought that, like, sort of some of my predictions, I'd gone like a little bit wild with them, especially with who was it? Natalia to like sort of win, because everybody thought Charlotte was going to do it. Yeah. But obviously, you know, I think the WWE hyped up the fact that she was walking out with that belt, and like sort of because of the actual book signing.
Yeah, that her and
Ric Flair's doing. No, Charlotte retains. So
Charlotte retains. Natalia retains.
Natalia retains. So we'll get straight into the results.
Yep. So the first match we predicted was Randy Orton versus Rusev. This has been quite a long, it's turned into quite a rivalry between these two. It started off at SummerSlam, where both of them, Randy Orton got like a 9-second win, and then Rusev got, you know, another short victory, and it's kind of evolved from there, with Aiden English being a sidekick.
Yeah.
He didn't actually turn up.
No,
he didn't actually make an introduction. I thought he was going to, but no, he didn't. Who did we both pick?
We picked Rusev.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I thought like sort of because like Randy's like sort of won a couple, I thought it was time maybe like sort of with the him getting the Rusev national holiday day in Bulgaria. I thought maybe they might like sort of give it to him, but no, they swerved us again.
Yeah. I thought Rusev was going to win it on the basis that I thought Aiden English was going to have something to do with the match, but you know, that was another twist they gave us.
No.
You know. So I think why they gave Rusev the match is because they're trying to keep this rivalry going. I think they'll try and introduce Aiden English at some point into the rivalry as well. Yeah,
well, you had like sort of a tag team, didn't you? Wasn't it? You had Randy Orton and Finn Balor, wasn't it? No, was it? Who was it now? You had a tag team match with someone.
Who did?
Randy Orton. This week, I can't remember now. If you like guys can remember.
Well, not Nakamura, was it?
Could have been Nakamura.
Probably was.
But like, you know, they might like sort of stick Rusev and English together for a bit of a tag team run.
Yeah, they might have the English and the Bulgarian
English. Yeah. So yeah, it was an okay match. It wasn't special. Unfortunately, Randy's like sort of sitting there now in like sort of the mid-card position. He's not like some title runner. I don't know. Yeah, I think there's got to be a plan for him somewhere along the line.
He's still
relevant.
Years to go.
Yeah. He's still young compared to like sort of some of the other like holders of the belts.
Yeah.
So you know, like I think he's younger than Bobby Roode. So you know, there's still a possibility for him to, like I said before on the talk show, there's still a possibility for Randy Orton easily to like sort of get another couple of wins under him. Yeah. Maybe even like sort of top
Ric Flair's all-time winning championship record.
It was an okay match.
Yeah.
I was glad that like sort of Aiden English didn't get involved due to the fact that, you know, we just wanted it them two.
Yeah.
It looks like it might continue the rival because they've been fighting on SmackDown. So yeah. And then the next one was Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, this wasn't in any like match order. This was just like
what
how
we
we
put down. I love the way Bobby Roode. It was said that like Bobby Roode was going to come out with some awesome entrance, and loads of people have been speculating that like sort of it'll come out and it'll be nothing, and like Dolph Ziggler's music hit, and then all of a sudden you hear the scratch record and darkness, and he comes out. Yeah, but you know, I think it's good, but I can't see Dolph being there in the next couple of months.
No,
I think it's. I think this is his like sort of twilight years.
Yeah,
if he goes off to the independent circuit, maybe, or goes to TNA, possibly, he could end up there doing a little bit of work for them.
Yeah, or he could just be working like, you know, in the back, you know, just working with the couple of the guys at
could
NXT.
do booking, yeah, could do booking for the company.
Yeah, could do something like that.
But you know, I thought Dolph Ziggler could win it.
Yeah.
But it was actually Bobby Roode, and they did deserve to give it to Bobby because, like you say, they've hyped him all up. There's no use him going into a pay-per-view and losing that pay-per-view because he just wouldn't have been sensible for him. They've brought him up. They need to keep him winning a couple or at least drawing a couple because if they're bringing him in and losing, it's
just making him look like a crap wrestler.
Yeah, look at Shinsuke Nakamura. He's had title shots, but unfortunately, he's been losing title shots. Yeah. Now that makes him look like that he can't get the job done.
Yeah,
you know, if you're gonna stick him in a second belt, a second title match, at least have him win by disqualification somehow. At least he's got a win under his belt. Don't have him lose now because it's like, well, who can go for it now?
Yeah, exactly.
You've just kicked out Shinsuke Nakamura. I'll talk about like sort of who I think might go for it. In the next couple of matches down, but it was good. It was a good match. It wasn't brilliant.
Yeah.
Bobby Roode's made a couple of mistakes over the last couple of weeks in his promos. If anybody's seen it on Raw, it's
Raw
in SmackDown. It was a bit terrible, like my memory.
Yeah, I think Nakamura could pretty much cut promos better than him.
He really does struggle. I don't know if it was a one-off. We'll have to see. But he was like just standing there going, yeah. I was like, I saw straight away. I thought someone's dropped a bomb. Someone's dropped an F-bomb big time. But I was thinking, is it Dolph or is it like Bobby? But obviously, by the sounds of it, it was Bobby Roode who had sort of made the mistakes.
Yeah, I didn't think too highly of the match because it's just a match.
Yeah.
It was like Bobby Roode's. It was like Bobby Roode's match, so he could just it's like Dolph Ziggler for the past couple of years in WWE has been like a mom bird to all the new wrestlers, and then he's just let them go, and they've kind of become who they are. Look at Bobby Roode. Obviously now he's going to go off and do his own thing. He's going to challenge for titles. As I said, Nakamura's first rivalry was with Dolph Ziggler. Can you think of any more?
I think didn't Dolph and Sami Zayn have a little bit of.
Probably, but pretty much everyone that came up from NXT has had a rivalry straight away with Dolph Ziggler. So I predicted Bobby Roode because they're always going to give it to Bobby Roode. He's a new wrestler. Everyone likes his giving. Yeah. So it's obvious that he was going to win. Glorious
promo.
Yeah, definitely.
I just thought that if they're going to keep on giving it to the NXT call-ups, I thought to myself, sooner or later someone's going to lose it.
Yeah.
But no, it's another one to the new NXT.
Mm.
Well, obviously SmackDown, it's the house that Triple H built.
Yeah, that is very true.
He's got more control over that than sort of Vince, and that's why a lot of the stars that come up from NXT do better than sort of they go into Raw. That's why obviously Asuka is going into Raw.
Yeah, because she's so talented.
I just hope and pray she doesn't get buried within the next couple of months.
Yeah, it will be sad to see because she is a great performer.
No doubt Vince will say, "Oh, I know, we'll get her turn heel. Okay. She can hate all Americans." Anyway.
Like that. Right, moving on to the next match, and this was the end of it all. The rivalry between Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens came at its heated point. Finally, we had the match that we've all been waiting for: Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens, and both of them have done very, very well to get the rivalry so heated to a point where everyone just can't wait to see them beat their crap out of each other.
Yeah.
And they did do that both really well. You know, them attacking him. Obviously, Shane started it by him attacking Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens attacked Vince, and Kevin Owens also attacked Shane McMahon backstage. So what do you think of the match?
It was a good match. There's not so much you can do with the cell, unfortunately. You're not going to be able. The cell is a little bit bigger than it was when Mick Foley was there. I sat there and when they were on the top of that cell, I was actually squeaky bum time because I thought that they were going to go through that. I don't know if Vince had turned around to Shane and said, "Look, we've super supported that, so get the fans on the edge of their seat," because I honestly thought that cell roof. A panel was going to go through, and one of them was going to go through it. And
even if it wasn't supposed to be scripted.
Well, yeah, because they were bumping on that one panel, and I was just thinking to myself, please don't let anybody go through it. But nobody did, luckily enough.
But someone went off the top of it.
And obviously, both of them did, didn't they?
Well, yeah, actually.
Kevin Owens went off the side. He was sort of bumped off the side to the desk. But that looked like a hard drop as well. It didn't look like it was softer or anyway.
I do feel quite sorry for the Spanish announcer tables because every time there's a pay-per-view, someone goes to the table. It's their table, no one else's.
Well, both because obviously Shane then went through the main.
Where Corey Graves, Tom Phillips, and Saxon.
He went up, and of course Sami Zayn has now turned heel. Yeah,
he's kind of ignited the friendship back between Kevin Owens and himself. He explained all of that on SmackDown, didn't he?
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that they thought that his promo was very long, and it was like he got into it, and really he should have just turned up and he should have said, "I helped him, so what?" and walk off. And
because that would have made him seem like more of a heel.
Yeah,
definitely.
He was cutting sort of this long-winded program, and he could have just turned around and just cut it short. And
it was like a couple that just got back together, and he's saying "Oh, I missed you so much, I love you." Yeah, he could have just came out and said something a little bit more manly.
Yeah, but it was a good match. It was a cell, so there's always some points about it. It was a little bit weird how they turned around and cut and said it was a falls count anyway. But obviously that was the way they could get out of the cage because everybody ends up sort of busting out the cage somehow to do the spot on the top. So if they just kept on sort of saying, "Oh yeah, they've escaped the cage," wow, it gets a bit stupid after a bit. So saying it's no falls count anywhere, wherever this ends up, it's going to be a pin there. Yeah. Obviously, the main spot was sort of for Kevin Owens to be on the desk to somehow Sami Zayn pull him off. Yeah. For Shane to go through the desk himself and get the sort of, and then Kevin Owens get the pin. Yeah. One thing that made me laugh, I was watching on social media, and there was a picture, and it was Kevin Owens grabbing Shane's face and rubbing it into the gate. Yeah. And then at the bottom was the picture of his kids.
Oh,
and they were just like, "Yeah, go on." And he was like, "That's your dad? He's ramming your head into it." If that had been anybody else, it would have been into. I know it would have probably been for you. You would have probably just like.
I would have laughed. Yeah. I would have done exactly the same as them. To be
honest. You probably would have jumped in and carried on helping.
Yeah, I would have. I actually did. I thought it was a little bit hyped up. I didn't think it was as good as it was supposed to be.
No.
I think it could have been a lot better. I think there was one better match which we will get onto, and that was one of my favourite matches of all time. Yeah. What a match! So I think it was kind of hyped up a little bit too much. It was still a good match, but there could have been something different. That could have made it a little bit more different, because we all knew Shane McMahon was going to go through the table. and we knew there'd be like some cool things happening. But one thing that actually shocked me is when Kevin Owens set the table up in the corner of the of the cell, and when he does that flip, he flipped into the table. That was so good to actually pull that off and not be seriously injured. What an movement that was. That was probably the best of the match, and the fans went crazy when that happened.
Yeah, and on to the next one was the US champ. It was. We said it was just going to be AJ Styles and Baron Corbin because we obviously record these on a Saturday. Yeah. The pay-per-view was on a Sunday.
It was on Sunday night in UK time.
Yeah, Sunday night UK time. So it was, I think it was on the actual kickoff show.
I think
that they turned around and put Ty Dillinger in it. I think they only done that because they didn't want AJ to get like sort of the cover. So it was obviously AJ. Ty Dillinger got pinned by Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
And wow, he got kicked when Baron Corbin kicked AJ out of that ring. He looked like he really fell hard on that floor.
Yeah.
But Baron Corbin, we all both of us said that it was going to be Baron Corbin. I think like over the last couple of weeks, looks like the WWE have sort of forgive him for like sort of everything that's happened.
Yeah, it shows them by really them giving him the title and giving him the shot. I think it's good because I think at this present time he's one of the best heels, and like you were listening to a podcast and they said exactly the same thing. At the moment, he's one of the best heels WWE have got. So they want him on his front. They want him to have a title. If you look at SmackDown, the only person that stands out as the best heel is Baron Corbin.
Yeah, everybody boos him.
Yeah, there's other heels like Jinder Mahal, but no one really likes Jinder.
No,
he's just rubbish. But Baron Corbin is the one that stands out, so I think that's why they've gave it him.
Yeah,
it's good that they forgive him.
Well, they gave Enzo the sort of
we know how
the heavyweight belt, and obviously that the cruiserweight belt. Obviously that seems to have sort of sparked controversy. Giving it to Baron Corbin has sort of sparked a bit of controversy as well.
Given the cruiserweight?
No, not cruiserweight. The US belt, the US belt to Baron Corbin. So I think WWE seems to be sort of trying to get people to talk about it. Baron Corbin won. Oh my God! So
but I think it will. Create talks.
Well, now obviously you can hopefully put AJ into the title match. Now he will go for Shinsuke Jinder Mahal's title,
and
now.
I think he'll win it soon.
Yeah. He could be the one, and then it could be maybe AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
That would be really good.
Possibly it could be AJ versus. I think it's about time that we did have a new, a new world champion on SmackDown.
Because no one really likes Jinder Mahal.
Jinder's, it's time for sort of now for him to step down. It's not working. The fans haven't really got involved.
I think why is because when he was Jinder Mahal at the start, it was pretty rubbish, and he was part of Nexus, wasn't he?
Yeah.
CM Punk, and everyone just went, "Oh God, this is just stupid gimmick." And then he came back as this muscly, Indian, great, the modern day Maharaja. He came back as him, and everyone just what a stupid gimmick. And no one really just liked him. So I don't think his time at the WWE's ended, but I think his time as WWE champion is coming to an end. If they get rid of the Singh brothers, I think they'll carry on. But if not, then I think Jinder Mahal will lose the belt. Because I think what they could do is they could have the Singh brothers involved in a match with not involved in a match, sorry, be on the outside and get Jinder disqualified, and then him cause an argument between them.
Possibly. But on to the next one was.
Sorry, what did you actually think of the match?
It was good. It was okay. I felt that it was common sense to put Ty Dillinger in it because at least he likes sort of one, he was on a pay-per-view, and secondly, AJ Styles still looked strong by sort of not getting having him being pinned, so he can now turn around and say, "Oh, he wasn't pinned by Baron Corbin." Can possibly go into another feud with him, even though I think he had a match and he lost. AJ Styles. Did he have the title?
He's title clause.
Yeah.
I can't think of the word now, but he challenged for his title clause. His pre-match clause.
So
cashed in. It was an alright match. It's just a normal match. I expected it just to be a normal match because I expected Baron Corbin just to come out on top. Obviously, so it was just a normal match. It wasn't. Our match that we're always going to remember forever, but it was a good match.
Yeah. On to the next one, Natalya versus Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's belt. It wasn't brilliant. I've seen better out of Charlotte and Natalya. I didn't think it was like sort of amazing. I was expecting like sort of Carmella to come down and cash in. But she didn't, obviously because of Natalya winning. I think that's what everybody thought. Charlotte was going to win, and then like sort of Carmella come down and cash in, but she never. She kept it. They kept that off for now. So that's
I think she'll cash in later because if you remember, Baron Corbin lost his Money in the Bank shot very, very, very early.
Yeah.
So I think they're just trying to. I think they're just gonna, sit off it and just play it out, and then, I think what they're gonna do is they're not gonna think about anything, and then all of a sudden they're just gonna bring Carmella out. I think something will happen where the fans aren't really liking a match that's been highly anticipated. Yeah. So they'll say, Carmella, go out there and just win it.
They've done that before.
They've done it with Seth Rollins, haven't they?
Yeah. He came out. He cashed in on.
It was Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and Sheamus, wasn't it?
No, it was Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
It was sort of dying.
Roman Reigns won it, and then Seth Rollins came out because no one really liked it, did they? Yeah. It was Brock and Roman Reigns. And no one really liked it, so they said, Seth Rollins, you've got the money back, just go and cash it. And it was like last minute, wasn't it? Yeah. They didn't plan for that. It was so crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, well, it was okay match, not brilliant.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a brilliant match. But what I said was that she isn't that great because she won by disqualification.
Yeah.
So she retained the belt by disqualification. But the thing is, we've given both us a point because Charlotte won the match, but Natalya retained the title. Yeah. So both of us are correct. So we've both given each other a point. The
next one.
What a
before, just don't put the light on. I put the belt. Sorry. The next one was New Day versus Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team belts. This is what. Hats off to you guys. New Day and the Usos. You stole the show. It was really good.
Should have been a main event.
Yeah. What they did with that cell. Having Kofi running around on the outside was good. I thought they might have had Kofi inside the actual cell themselves, but no, they kept it outside. Having like the spots that they did where they got the canes and the like sort of
the trap
one. That's things like that is good for the Hell in a Cell. It makes it new. Wow, I've not seen that before.
Yeah.
They did try and like sort of handcuff a couple of them up. We've seen that before in Hell in a Cell matches.
Yeah, we've already seen it in other matches. John Cena, didn't he handcuff someone?
Yeah, he's done things like tied their legs with.
Yeah, he's done loads of things.
Sellotape.
Yeah.
But yeah, New Day match was brilliant. It's definitely stole the show.
Yeah.
The New Day and the Usos. Hopefully now, because on SmackDown they turned around and got everybody out. including New Day, and said well done to New Day, and then all the like sort of other tag teams were coming out, and the Usos were saying back of the line, back of the line, back of the line. So it would be good to see who now like sort of challenges for the Usos belts. It's
maybe someone from NXT comes up after the
possibly, Arthur's Pain.
Sanity.
Yeah, you've got a couple of like sort of people waiting in the line. You've also got Breezango that's like sort of done well at the moment.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will get some sort of
shot and just not be actors.
Yeah,
just to fill in a card. Yeah, I thought it was the greatest match I've ever seen in a long time. I think what made it so good was that there was obviously now WWE have got to be so careful with things like using weapons, using canes and everything like that. You've got to be so careful because they actually they don't want their wrestlers to get really badly injured on set because there'll probably be a lot of compensation.
Right, yeah.
And then obviously there's no chair shots, no headshots with chairs now. That's been banned, and then there's hardly any blood. But New Day and the Usos still found a way to just make it so exciting and just make it go wow. Yeah. Even though they didn't fall off the top of the cell or went through the cell or do anything, they still made it wow. They still wowed me. When Big E speared one of the Usos onto the cage, and the same thing happened with Big E. I think they flew in between the ropes and smashed him against the and then they were using different weapons like a cowbell, and then Xavier Woods kept using saxophones to smack off the red. It's something different, and it gives us WWE fans something to go, wow, that was one hell of a match, and you're always going to remember that match.
Yeah, that's one of the matches that sticks out in my mind so much. It's it was good to see them like sort of taking it a little bit further, as the bar would say, taking it over the bar.
Very true.
So whoever like sort of now comes up against them, wasn't it on SmackDown? It was I can't remember now. It's
what's the
Gable
Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, they've now like sort of got a title match against them. So. Next one was the heavyweight SmackDown WWE Championship. It was Jinder Mahal versus Nakamura. Not a lot to say really. The whole feud has been lackluster.
Yeah.
I think problem is Jinder Mahal and Nakamura pardon me, are two different wrestlers.
Yeah.
They're not the same type of wrestlers, and they've tried to put these two together in matches, and it's just not worked. Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles would be a good match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus John Cena, that was a good match.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they can't get it with Jinder Mahal. I don't think it's his fault. I think they're just two different wrestling types, and they can't sort of put it together. But
I think the heated feud, up till this match was pretty pathetic. There was just, some of the promos the made Jinder cut was just like, what the hell? What a stupid idiot, and he was taking the mick out of Nakamura every SmackDown.
Yeah.
But then, he was saying, he was being racist to Nakamura, but then he complains of the WWE fans being racist. It just doesn't make sense. Okay. And then they give terrible storyline, they give terrible promos to Nakamura as well, saying sticks and stones will never hurt me. Words will never hurt. What the hell? How the hell is he going to say that? That's like a sentence to say in English while he can just speak English.
Yeah.
So what the hell? Why is he saying all that?
Well, they need to give him better promos.
Yeah, they need to do something.
He can do a promo, but obviously they've got to give him something that don't make him look like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
So, definitely. But a bit lackluster.
Yeah.
Not a brilliant match, especially considering it's your main belt on your brand. That's the top tier of the belts. You know, the one you want to aim for.
I think that's why Jinder Mahal's gonna lose it soon. I think that's the only reason.
I think as soon as the India tour's over, I think he will lose it then.
Yeah, and I think he'll probably just get lost in between, like.
Yeah, he might sort of pop down to a mid card. He could go for the US belt.
I don't think he'll even drop to a mid card. I think they'll just be like, oh well,
jobbing him out.
Yeah, I think they'll literally just cheat on him. They've wanted him back to expand it to India. They've done that, and now they're like, go on, get out, because we don't need you anymore. That's what they're going to do. It's obvious. You know, he's not a brilliant wrestler.
No. And the final one.
Yep.
Yeah, and
this was on the kickoff show of Hell in a Cell. This was actually again before we didn't. Was this one when we made the prediction video? Was it after?
No, we'd actually like sort of
talked about this one. It was Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, the newly formed tag team versus the Hype Bros of Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, yet again, and even this time on SmackDown, they still haven't split up.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, they've got to pull the gun on these two sooner or later. Who goes? Who changes? Who turns heel? That's going to be the biggest question out of all of it. But it was an okay. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, they work well together.
They do, yeah.
They do work well together.
They complement each other very well. Since Shelton Benjamin, you know, he's got a lot. He looks like a lot more well built.
Yeah,
he definitely kind of complements Chad Gable a lot more. So what were you going to say? Sorry.
I would like them to, you know, have them have actually a name and not just call them Chad.
Yeah, and Shelton Benjamin. Yeah, but then again, not a lot of
you could have like
not a lot of tag teams have that though.
Very true.
You know, the tag team champions on Raw, they're just called Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
called anything, are they?
Yeah, very true. I think these days, like sort of having as a tag team name has seemed to have like sort of dropped away these days. I
think it's hard.
Sometimes they actually get the fans to think of the names. Oh no, you know, go on Twitter and tell us what we should be calling them. You know, that's a mistake because no doubt you get some idiots out there that will say some names. But out of all, giving it 5 stars, I think my star rating for it out of 5, I would have to say pushing 4, maybe 3.5 to 4, because I did like the Hell in a Cell matches. It's always something different, and it does make it more enjoyable. 3.5 to 4.
Yeah. Just before I actually think to say how many stars I think, I just want to go back to this match. If they don't split up the Hype Bros next week on SmackDown, I don't think they're going to split them up, because they didn't split them up at No Mercy. No Mercy at Hell in a Cell. Yeah. They haven't split them up this week. If they don't split them up next week, I doubt it's going to happen. I think they're just going to tease it for a little bit longer, maybe at the next pay-per-view or SmackDown. Then it's going to be, right, now we split up. Yeah. And actually, we have predicted who's going to turn, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we've put like a kind of Zack Ryder versus Mojo Rawley. To see who actually turns, and funny enough, both of us have picked Mojo Rawley. So even if he does turn, you will still win, and you know if Zack Ryder turns, you will still win.
Because we've both gone for the same. Yeah. But it was, like I say, it was a good pay-per-view. Yeah. What's your star rating out of 5?
I think yours was very low. I think yours was too low. I would push 4.5 stars. Really? I think it was that much. I think these are my points. One, some of the matches were incredible. Obviously, the tag team match.
Yeah.
Also, Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens. That was a great match as well.
Yeah.
The individual pay-per-view as a whole was just fantastic. And fourth, it was better, way better than No Mercy. The 2 Hell in a Cell matches, those are WrestleMania WrestleMania cards.
Yes,
they really were. Yeah. Not the stupid Roman Reigns versus John Cena, Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman when nothing happened.
Yeah.
Those are WrestleMania matches.
Yeah, that things happened.
That you're going to remember for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I'd give it 4.5 stars.
Okay, well that's your starring. We will leave it at that now.
Yeah,
we've talked along.
Just remember, this title at TLC, it's actually going to come to me this time.
Oh,
I know it is.
So we'll leave you there.
Yep.
If, like I say, if you like this talk show, keep on pushing it. Put it on Twitter. Put it on Facebook.
Yeah, it.
Like, share. Subscribe. You can get other people to subscribe. Makes it better for us. We're not here to like sort of make anything out of it. We just a father and son talking about something that we like talking about. We do it in the car. We might even do a car one once.
That'd be pretty good actually.
Yeah, put the car on there and talk about it on the car. So anyway, we'll see you out later. Sweet.